Hi! Welcome all to today's stream. Let's get all the HUDs up. Turn off the blurs. You are going to drive the course. Hopefully from the waypoint you're supposed to. That's not the waypoint you're supposed to. Stop. No, 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 no. No, stop. I need you to behave. Okay, start from the nearest, and the nearest is gonna be this waypoint right here. Okay? You're gonna be good? You gonna behave for me? You gonna be good? You're gonna be good. Right. 240 is on its way. Dave's here. I've been here since the start. In fact, the reason the stream started late and the reason that I'm out of game right now is because I'm putting up my overlays. The reason the stream was late was because I was still making the thumbnail. I've got a thumbnail ready for the next Sandy Bay stream, which will be tomorrow. I'm not gonna have a poll or anything in Discord. Today I decided, let's see what people want to watch. Tomorrow is gonna be Sandy Bay. Ooh, the messages per minute's working for once. Did YouTube fix that? What have they broken? Oh, they broke sub boxes last night. Hopefully you guys got notifications. If you didn't, tweet at Team YouTube. Because it's been a thing lately that notifications and sub boxes are horrifically broken. What's the challenge? Exclamation mark insanity in chat. That's why it's down at the bottom of the screen. I forgot to fix OBS. I'm going to do this right now, and this is going to be a bad idea, but I'm going to fix OBS right now so you guys can see what time it is. So let's move all this over to here. You can see that it's all individual layers that I've just got lined up just so. It's slightly out of place. There we go. Now you guys can see the time again. Hello, NI. I think that's actually possibly a better place for it, right down there. Because it's not over anything in game. Like the important stuff, like the money or what time it is, especially for this challenge. So you can see we're gonna have to go to nighttime in like half an hour. So I'm gonna have to kind of be prepared to run around in the IHC, collecting everything. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if the rules kind of are... I know I wrote them, but I don't know if they allow me to know, because the equipment's not in use. Which means that it's got to be put away. The equipment is going to have to be put away, which means I'm going to have to finish up about... what, 5 minutes before 5 o'clock in game? And get everything put away. It's more cleaner looking, yeah. See, Massey? You've given up on the bales. That's why I didn't do small squares, NI. It was tempting, but I decided to... Despite the fact this is the Insanity Challenge, I decided to go for Sanity. And use the round bales for now, which are still bad, but they're less bad than probably 2,000 or 3,000 small square bales. So it's off to get the little poot of seeds. We go. We're only 15 subscribers away from 8,000. I wonder can we hit that today? Is an in-game autosector allowed? Yes! That doesn't have a script in, you see, Tristan. Well, technically it does, but the in-game autosectors are allowed on Sandy Bay. Or in that challenge. Hello, Farming Man and Addy Boo. And yes, I actually have a cup of tea for once. Which is lukewarm because it's been sat there for like half an hour. If not a bit more. So I'm gonna drink this tea as fast as I can. There we go. It's a good thing there's no such thing as small round bales. Alex! Alex, Alex, Alex. Oh, do I have a hell to unleash upon you, because they do exist. Small round bales do exist. Look up like garden tractor baler or garden tractor baling. You'll find small round bales. You're having ice cream again? Very nice. It's cooler today, so I'm not too upset by you having ice cream today. Why is that stupid thing on the left-hand side there? That's my face, Tristan. Do you want me to turn off the face cam? Hello, Darth. How are you doing today? Hello, Jacob. Please tell me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Plus 26 today for you. It's probably like high teens here today. According to my phone, it's 20 degrees still, but it feels a lot colder. There's like a very strong breeze today. Yeah, 19, 20 degrees. Oh god, I guessed like almost exactly right in terms of temperature. Hello Liam, Beatty, how are you doing today? The wiggly thing. That is the channel mascot, Tristan. That is Party Parrot. He is here to party so we don't have to. Hello, Yuso. The 240 and 135 should finish up fairly soon, and just looking at how much time we got left in day one of early spring, I think the best option is actually to just shed these up for the night. And then this is going to be a really dumb thing. I'm going to get the... No, I'm not going to do the dumb thing. I'm going to get the 135 out into field 10. Pretty much first thing in the morning, so I'll be bringing that out about 5 to 9 in the morning in game. And dealing with that there. It's only getting hotter. Yeah, it tends to. When it's 17 degrees in the morning. Tends to get hotter as the day goes by. So now we're on to the wonky headland passes, which are hilariously huge, because this is how many headlands the Massey actually had, which, yeah, that was too many. But on the bright side, we are very, very, very close to having 2 fields ploughed, 1 field seeded, and only 1 field left to go for ploughing. Friend showed you a video of someone stringing the lawn, breaking out and using a cardboard box. I saw that. I saw you can use. I've seen people using like wooden boxes and bins, like rubbish bins and all, to make ultra tiny square bales. How do I stand having small equipment? This is the equipment I prefer using, Jacob. I'm gonna randomly alternate. This is genuinely my preferred equipment. I like using small stuff. It's more fun for me. It gives me more to do. It keeps things moving on the map instead of, we'll say if I had a 15-meter seeder instead of this one, I'd be done in no time, and then I'd be like, well, we're gonna have to move on quickly. Whereas with this, I'm kind of in the situation where, well, we've still got a lot to do. And call you Jacob. It's your last name is putting me off and making me call you Jacob. Even though Jacob is a lot more natural for me to say. Coffee's ready, very nice, Darth. More tea for me. So what size you use in real life? Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their preferences in terms of equipment sizes. I know the majority of farm sim players will prefer using bigger equipment. Kadrovac. I kind of presumed that. Or Kadrovac. Yeah. Do that, NI. Like, the thing I found over many years, Glengarn not in yet. He might be working today, CD. So if he is, he won't be in until after 6. But what I've discovered over my years of playing Farm Sim, I've been playing since FS13, is people can go through phases of like preferring big equipment, preferring small equipment, or kind of being in the middle and liking a bit of both. And I'm kind of in one of these phases where I want to use the smallest stuff I can. Landy's in kind of a phase where he's looking forward to Lone Oak because it means he can crack out the big stuff. And I'll be probably doing Lone Oak fairly similar to Landy. Seen him on Discord through the... That doesn't mean he's not working, it means he's been slacking off at work. Yellow Smegmulator Gaming. You got sent a death threat once for drilling at night. Oh dear, Sim. Hello, David Irish Gamer 200. How are you doing today? On the bright side, I won't be asked about Gamerfest today because it's literally on today. So anybody who's there is there, including Chris the Irish Gamer. I believe he is after toddling down to Limerick for the day. Coming to you live from Bristol. Oh, have you actually got the car fixed? Have you actually got the gearbox repaired? You had 9 cups of coffee. So how are you not like just living in the toilet? Negative got a rental. Here's the question that I think a lot of people have. Will you be streaming on Monday? We can get a simulate live exclusive right here on the channel now, guys. Will you be streaming on Monday? Seeing as you're in Bristol once again. Or will you be returning to your isolation in Plymouth? 135 is finished. Sim, we've got your neighbour here. You're going Plymouth tonight. So that's a no then. See, Sim, look, I'm still helping your channel. Still helping your channel. I am truly beautiful and the best YouTuber. Helping the little guys out. I mean, he's only got like 60,000 subs. Rack this up, get a little poot of seeds. Oh, that was a little poot. That was only 33 litres. You were at a party because your friend oh dear. 59k to be exact. I'm sure it's not exactly 59k. I mean, if you're being exact, you have to give an exact number. Down to the individual one subscriber. Right, let's stop you. And we're gonna do a bit of clearance work here, because no courseplay derps. Fiat's returned to the mod hub. The 180... If it hasn't been updated, that thing is a hot mess. Don't even bother. Landy went on a 20-minute tirade against that thing the other day. 59,377. There you go. That's the exact number. That's being exact. You were being rough still. I mean, 59,377 is pretty close. It's a different tractor. What is the... I haven't checked the mod up. Did they suddenly put a mod up on a Saturday? If it's the 18090 by FSI, that thing is just don't. Just don't. It is a mess. It's actually got some really nice textures. The texture work is fine. I've got no qualms with the textures. I love the sounds of it. But it's not functional. 18090 by Pepe. Is it the FSI team one, Sim? Just double check that it's not the FSI team one, because if it's the FSI team one... Okay, let me double check, seeing as everybody's just saying it's by Pepe. Yeah, that's the one. It's powered by FSI. hot mess, don't bother. I know that it's ranked 4.2 stars, but it is not a good mod. The front weight determines whether or not a hitch is on the back. The rear hitch does not hook up properly if you've got the additional hitch on the back. This one's actually broken. I know Pedro, I think, has a fix for it, so have a word with Pedro maybe. Because there's like an optional hitch that is just very broken. Now Witchy's not here. And that's not me ripping on the mod for the sake of it. It is like the hitch is broken. The sounds are a bit loud, but that's a tiny thing. That's something you can just change. I will be downloading it though because I want those sounds. I want those sounds for some various mods that I want to tweak because those sounds are insanely good. 240's finished work. 240 can be taken out of the field. Hey, remember how I said I'd be stopping at like 5-2? We got 17 minutes to go. She's not... Simulator Gaming, she's not here. She's not said hello. She's not here. Isn't Pedro fixing things just him swearing until it fixes? Pretty much. Do I like the sounds? The sounds on the 180 are fantastic. Like, I gave it personally 2 stars. 1 because it works in game. 1 because the sounds are amazing. But the issues with it, I feel, outweigh the benefits, and you'd be as well off putting the sounds on something else. And you'd have pretty much the same caliber of tractor. So that's everything kind of sorted on that side. We've got no tractors in the field right now. We need to grab another bag of seeds for the Hassia. Pedro was using the Fiat MP last night. Hello, Jesse Rosser. Do I read all the mods I download? No, just some. You couldn't do I mean, you know that I like little details in mods, and I love it when sounds are rough. And that thing sounds horrifically good. It sounds so very rough. Why am I not able to reverse? Because I'm in forward gear, Dave. Why am I not able to reverse, he says, in first gear. Right, 15 minutes of working time left. Yes, reverse does tend to help as a gear. It is very useful when you're trying to go backwards. Now someone is trying to wheelie with them up. Your friends are weird. So let's get going. We're gonna go as quickly as we can here. We've only got 15 minutes before we have to shut up shop for the night. Keep worrying about the animals. And worry only about the animals for the night. It was not your friend. See, Sim, I prefer first gear and having taken a corner wrong. That's a really good gear for going backwards. Some random guy. Fair enough, I guess. Before anybody asks, I don't know if Landy's streaming today. I have no idea. Yeah. But if you are enjoying the stream, I've just noticed we've lost 3 subs since the stream started. GG. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I think the people who unsubbed were annoyed that I didn't like the Fiat, but here's the thing, FSI team are supposedly working on a DLC, but they've brought out like 5 mods since they got that proposal in. Maddox just brought out 0 mods and has brought out a really high quality DLC. And every single one of the FSI mods have had major playability issues. You might remember a couple of weeks ago, or a week or two ago, I said, I wonder if FSI can even do a DLC. I don't think they can. I don't think they have the ability to do a DLC. I don't think they're good enough. MG Martin, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hope not like that. I don't think they'll manage it at all, Michael. I don't see it ever happening. And that's my honest outlook on it is, like, yeah, Lizardgen said, oh, it'll be out in episode 19. I don't think we'll ever see it. Much respect to FSI for making so many mods, but where they struggle is with vehicles and with equipment. And what the DLC would be equipment, which is absolutely their weak point. Any news on Meadowgrove? I haven't spoken to Nathan recently, and What FSI team are fantastic at, and I will give them this 110%. They are scripting gods. They know exactly what they're doing with scripts. The LT Master had some fantastic scripts that they made up. I'm pretty sure they made creator tools as well, which of course is my favorite mod. AGD. So I'm not saying, oh, they're a bad mod team. I'm saying, oh, they're bad when they try and do something that's not a script, because they really just seem to struggle with in gaming in particular is their real just point of failure. I don't understand why. I wish I did, but I don't. Because at least, like, if I could understand why they struggle with in-gaming, I could maybe approach them and say, hey, look, I see you're having problems with this. Let's talk it through and see exactly how you can improve and how you can get stuff working first time and, you know, whatever. Because I don't know how big the team is. I've heard it's like 6 people. I don't know how big their test team is. I'd hope it's quite sizable. And knowledgeable, because you need a knowledgeable test team. What was their DLC? Wasn't theirs the Grimmett pack? The Pareto equipment? Which, granted, I don't see much of a point in it, but that's the way things go sometimes. 10 minutes of fieldwork time remaining. Now I should say, I can work up until 5 o'clock exactly, which means that at 5 o'clock, as long as I raise the cedar up, I'm within the rules. As long as I stop the actual fieldwork, I can leave the field after 5, but I have to stop the fieldwork at 5. Or as, you know, as close as I can get, one way or another. If I don't notice that it's hit 5 and it's 2 minutes past, that's fine too. So I'm trusting you guys to let me, to shout at me with great vigor once it hits 5 PM. I am keeping an eye on it though. In game before Sim starts ranting. Hello, Hugh. How are you doing today? Remind myself, we're not gonna get this field seeded today. Can I work after 5 and the days get longer? Nope, 9 till 5 only. We're not gonna get this field finished. There's too much to do in 8 minutes, and the seeder's almost empty again. That said, in the morning, we will most definitely be able to finish this field as kind of the second job. The first job will be getting the 135 out into field 10, ploughing away. How many people clock off at exactly the real time IRL? Yeah, I mean, that's why there's a bit of leeway. It's not going to be... you know, it's not an exact 5 o'clock or bust. It's 5 o'clock or as soon as you notice it's past 5. Although obviously if all the work's done you can finish earlier. Adam was joking, Richard, don't worry. Hello FS Club Finn. Planting in the raindrops, yes. We gotta get this work done. 7 minutes remaining. Then we'll go through the night cycle. $11 liters of seed remaining as well. I am doing my best to keep track of that. How are some areas of this field like fully seeded and some not? I don't understand this. I don't... How did I miss this little strip that suddenly gets bigger up there? How is that a thing? 6 minutes? We're gonna have time to refill the seeder for sure and maybe get it into the field for another quick little blast of seeding. No Witchy today? No Witchy today. Witchy is not here. 1 liter, that's not enough to bother even getting the seeder back down. So just gonna cut across the field in its entirety. I do have crop destruction on, remember, so once we get into spraying and whatnot, I am going to have to be very careful about where I'm driving on the fields. You always see her in here? She might pop in, who knows? Yeah, it's more than 5 minutes of work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the bottom of the field done and dusted. That field should be a bit easier to seed. Field 15, even though it's ploughed and a bit wonky. She's got stuff going on outside the streams. Four minutes and a second, no doubt. She's probably burning food. Yeah, it is that time of day where people are kind of having dinner and getting ready for dinner and making dinner and whatnot. 4 minutes. It's kind of annoying that we're not going to get this field fully done today. There she is. I was wondering how long it would take for you to de-lurk with you. Because I knew she was here. She deleted a message from Smemulator Gaming earlier on. I'm wondering how long it would take you to de-lurk, would she? You're very good at lurking. Almost as good as I am. Spying on you? A silent mod is a dangerous mod, as I always say. The silent mods can hide. and just watch what chat does when chat thinks there's no mods around. You knew she was here as well? All the mods knew she was here. Presumably. By the way, I'm looking at top chat only today, so mainly because I haven't remembered to fix things. Hello, Dan. Silent mod is quite commonly a useful mod. Because that's when the troublemakers decide to pop their heads up, is when they think there's no mods around. In the stream from the start, just silent. I think a lot of people do that. I do that in Landy streams quite often. Because I'll be like in a game or something, just lurking in chat, always watching. 2 minutes. I missed the one bit that I swung around to get. There we go. Another little tiny bit there as well. Do I know how to move save games in a folder into Farm Sim to play? You just move them into the Farm Sim folder. Hello, Shyrock. We do not have a new mod list yet. That's something I'm going to work on some night when I'm very bored and have nothing better to do. Possibly tonight. And the mod list is going to be Insanity specific. Because I've had a few people asking me how to get certain mods on this save game specifically, because it's quite hard to find really small equipment for Farm Sim. So, how do you do that? It's drag and drop. You have to open up your Farm Sim folder and you'll see all your save games. Make sure it's not numbered the same as one of your existing saves. And it'll just drop right in. I'm just gonna ignore chat here for probably less than a minute because I'm keeping an eye on the time in game. In fact, I'm not even gonna cut it that close. There's 5 o'clock. Out of the field we go. What am I going to play? Lone Oak. When I am allowed to. I've got something I want to do on Lone Oak, in fact. And I'm probably going to do that tonight, because it's something I promised Bullet Bill I'd do. Or threatened I'd do. And I feel like I've got to do it. So that's 5 o'clock, which means this can also go into there. Now we get the fun bit of the stream where I have to worry about the animals. So let's get up the animal HUD here. And just go, I think 480 time should be good enough. There's the rain over, but it's too late in the day to do anything about it. Animals should be good. And it's conveniently let's skip to dawn. That's slightly later. Imagine Insanity equipment on Lone Oak. That would be incredibly silly. Alright. So we got some work to do before we get into Fieldwork today. You might notice it's not 9 AM yet. I'm using the animal exemption to my advantage right now, because I'm not going to lose any fieldwork time. Is it 6 you can sleep at? I can't remember. But we need to get up to the cows, give them a bit more food. this way. I lost 2 sheep. So I did. Now, because the grass isn't growing, I am going to allow myself to cheat sheep in. And in fact, I'm going to do that right now. So, just because there's no way I can feed them right now, I am going to just get sheep in. Where's the trigger? It's going to be over here, isn't it? There we go. Back up to 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. Fantastic. That was the wrong button combination. Money cheat off. And just because this was kind of outside of the rules, technically, it's... Where is the JCB? Because that was outside the rules, I am going to allow myself to tab in like that. Just because otherwise I'd end up with 0 sheep. So 10% health is dead animals, okay. That's not good. Gonna buy Big Bud and Platinum for Lone Oak. Platinum I honestly wouldn't recommend. It doesn't bring anything of real worth to the game. Big Bud, yeah. That's definitely worth giving a go on Lone Oak. Let's get the lights on. Big Bud, sure. Platinum, not so much. I've just realized this is entirely the wrong direction. This is the worst possible way to get to the cows. That was a terrible idea. You need Big Bud? You don't need Big Bud. You want Big Bud. So we got 3 in-game hours to mess about with. Hey, Shutterbox. I gave you a mod after the stream yesterday, by the way. I hope you don't mind. You don't actually have to mod. Have fun. I always do. It's great fun. Although I am now out of tea. There we go. The Go Slow Brigade is after the cows. Yes, want. That's definitely a better way of putting it. You never need anything, you want things. Well, other than, like, more money. You always need more money. There's no such thing as enough money in the world. Or your bank account. Because, like, let's say I had €1 million right now. I'd find something worth 1.1 million that I wanted to buy. Recently found out your PC case is deformed. That's not good. Little Mass seeing the sugar cane trailers. Yeah! Did you find a shadow box through me yesterday, thingy? I'm looking forward to your grand return, dude. Assuming you're still here. Looking forward to watching some flight sim content again. So many of the flight sim guys I used to watch, like, quit. It's kind of annoying. Eyes on the road, Dave, not on the e-sig. But yeah, this ain't iRacing. It doesn't hurt me too much if I crash into things. Hello, No Limits. I have to say, and this is something that might sound funny to you guys. Do you remember I said, oh, the wheel's like a really good weight now in Farm Sim and all this when I reset my centering spring a long while ago. Now that I've got back into iRacing, the wheel feels really light, and it's kind of odd. Because I'm so used to the force feedback pushing in against me, that Farm Sim just feels so easy to drive around. Which hopefully should actually improve my driving in Farm Sim, by the way. Field 10 technically has some crop in, so we will get, I think, a layer of fertilization from the dead crop in 2.5 in-game hours time. Don't worry, by the way, I'm not going to like force the time to go 1x time the entire time. Just want to get up to the cows, get them fed. I guess another 2 bags of food. This is... I may have to give myself the opportunity to use more animal bag feed, and I've just copped that the money is like 0. Gonna try and get into X-Plane 11. X-Plane is pretty good. The issue with X-Plane and this is from my point of view, everybody's got different opinions on this. X-Plane, you basically have to use payware. There's not much freeware out there for X-Plane, and a lot of it is bad quality. You basically have to learn to mod X-Plane to use freeware at a decent level. You also need to learn like FMCs and whatnot, which, as Matt was saying yesterday, yeah, they're a bit obtuse. I find personally that FSX is a bit easier to get into, because you don't need to learn FMCs to use the vanilla content. You don't need to know an awful lot. You can get something like Air Hauler, which I love Air Hauler. I wish I had more time to play it, because like I said, every flight takes like 2 hours if you base yourself in Ireland. But it's a really good game that kind of gives you something to do in Flight Sim. I was playing X-Plane in your Discord this morning. Yeah, Matt chills out in a lot of sims. I do as well. I did an iRacing race today and nearly got disqualified, which wasn't good. Not played that much FSX. FSW was garbage. That was a dumpster fire from the day it launched, and I regret buying it. Like I was saying to Landy so much that, like, if they've only got GA and they only ever go with GA, which is what the game ended up as, they needed jets. They needed IFR. They needed flight planning. They needed something to do in the damn game, and that just never happened in FSW. Like, you had 5 or 6 planes that flew almost identically. There was no real discernible difference between them. Infinite Flight. I think I played Infinite Flight. That's the one where everything wobbles, isn't it? Because I played a flight sim before that was like insanely difficult and everything was just wobbling everywhere. 88 ml is a good layout of that track. Spa, very nice. It's phone based. Oh, never mind. I was on Spa today myself, doing some roof track races to get NPR for iRacing. Losing a bit of SR, but I've gained like 100 IR. Yes, iRacing has all of these different... What happened to Goku, who's really into flight sims? He changed his name. Need the tow bar mod and a fast track for the telehandler. I mean, this works for now. Goku changed his name, Sim. It's a trick of his. He is truly a man of many names. Use X-Plane 10. I use FSX SE. So I mean, it's not the worst. I'd like to get into X-Plane, but I don't want to be... number one, I don't have the time anymore. Now that I've got back into iRacing, I don't have the time. 60 quid for a year subscription. Ni, have you ever tried it? Because I can get you a promo code and give you my referral email so that I get a few iRacing credits out of it. And you can give it a try for... I think there's a promo code out there somewhere that gives you like 3 months for €5 or $5. And maybe even a car. So if you've not tried it yet, and you don't have an existing account, I can get you a promo code that'll let you have a go. That. No, you've never tried it. Ah. I'll send you some... I'll PM you after the stream. Remind me, please, Ni. I'll get your promo code in my my referral email so that I get a bit out of it. Granted, you will pretty much be limited to street stocks in the oval side, Mazda Cup in the road side, dirt street stocks or dirt legends. I would recommend dirt street stocks. They seem to be a bit easier to drive on the dirt oval side. And for some reason, the Volkswagen Golf rally car in the dirt road side for rallycross. And I will say from experience, the rallycross is impossible. For somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. Hello, Ryan Williams. And Farmer Klein as well. What kind of insanity is this? The Insanity Challenge. Hello, Tomas LT. Or Toxmas. Tomxas. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you seem very happy. Right, the cows shall survive for a bit. Think you'll find, Darth, aka Goku, that I have changed his name again. I've changed a couple of names in Discord to be just weird versions of their actual names, or their usual names, I should say, not their actual names. Also, that was Massey. That was Massey's name. Yeah, Simulator Gaming's now Smimulator Gaming. And Massey Fergie Boy is now Massey Fergie Boy with a horrible spelling. I've not changed your Discord name. I've not been doing it much. I've just been doing it to like a few people who I know don't mind getting their name changed too much. Right, 6:32 AM. Let's fast forward through till 9. Well, 8:55 would be a good time. 30, 40. 8:58 is a good time because we need to get courseplay set up over on Field 10. Name of the map is the West Coast. So, Field 10 is gonna be starting location, current, Headlands 7 after the fact. Smooth Circle Island bypass, please. Yellow Eddie. Yeah, I keep the name of the map in the description at the very least, even when I've got like weird series names. So let's generate this course. Hello? Game? Courseplay finally figured out what I was trying to do. Get this thing over to the start point. Which is over here some... Oh my god. What kind of new hell have I unleashed on this game? What is this? Where is the first waypoint? There it is. So now, we're gonna sit for a minute. I can turn that off. I'm gonna sit and wait for 9 AM. Just make sure this is lined up perfectly. 9 AM. Drive the course. That was not going to the first waypoint, sir. Drive the course. That's much better. Right. Massey's doing its job now. We... Why is it just skipping like a giant section in the middle of the field? Should be done by Christmas. Yeah. Ooh, I need to save the course, don't I? I forgot to save the course. Hope I pay him out too well. So I need to make a field 10 folder. Mr. Plow, that's my name. There we go. Into field 10, and away we go. That's that sort. Back to the farm we walk. Have I seen the SDMN versus YouTube All-Stars? I have no idea. Saturday morning breakfast? No. SDMN? I have never heard of that before. Telepathically closing gates behind me, as you do. Right. Next job is the IHCs. As we have some seeding to finish. It's a football game, it was 7-1. Fair enough. What does SDMN stand for, though? Hello, Dark Dodo. Like, surely it stands for something. It's not just SDMN. Sidmen. You know how the sidemen are. No. Stands for sideman. Okay, next question. Who the hell are the sidemen or sideman? Or whatever this group and or person is. Between now and harvest, am I relying solely on wool and milk? Guess oh god. Between now and harvest, I'm going to go negative in terms of money. That's the simple fact of the situation is there is no way for me to make money between right now and harvest time. Now it's not game over because, as the rules say, the fail state only kicks in after the first year. After the first harvest, that's when that rule activates and becomes a thing, which is why I'm not too concerned by the money going negative right now. Or, not right now, but later, soon. Big YouTubers from London. I'm not gonna give my opinion on them. I'm not. I want to, but I'm not going to. You clearly don't know the rules, and I got rid of that one. Bad joke rule is gone. Or only enforceable by me. So, one of the two. That is an old cedar. Yes, it is, Paran. Both in terms of actual in real life age and and amount of time this thing's been in the damn game. Because I used to love this thing back in FS13. Maybe, maybe not, Eddie. I don't want discount James Blunt today, thanks, Pretzel. I'm good. I'm good. Should be time to enjoy. I'm kind of with Dan there. Just a bit. You can help it, Eddie. So if you are enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. How long have you been streaming? Oh, an hour. Just gonna tab out real quick and do something now. Eddie's getting scared. I forgot to do that so far. Here we go. Eddie, if I timed you out, you wouldn't have even been able to say no. Dan, there is a permission I could give you that'll allow you to do that. Just FYI. I'm not gonna actually give it to you because it's a pain. But there is a permission that would allow you to time mods out. Among other things. Are we having a mad party all of a sudden? You're... Oh, good lord, Paran. That is atrocious, dude. Let's please not start with the puns. The joke must have been good. Or I just can't be bothered tabbing out to time everybody out. One of the two. Let's not, Paran. I'm not looking forward to spraying because I'm going to have to be so precise with my wheel movements. Farming man, that goes for you too. No, no, Paran. No. No, no puns. Of course you giggled, Eddie. You have no sense of humor, so of course you did. 46 watching, only 23 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying watching me suffer through endless seeding. Somehow. We will, of course, be picking up a different seeder very soon. Because we need to get Field 15 done, and that is in corn. So, it won't be all Hassia all the time today, don't worry. Just need to get this field finished and then we'll go on to the wobble drill. The drill that just will not stop wobbling for some reason. Varan, you're playing with fire now. Trying to derail the stream like that, you're playing with fire. Does the other drill work properly on cultivated ground? I think so, yes. It's just a bit wonky with terrain response. It doesn't like plowed ground and terrain response. It does a little dance. Thank you, GD. Remember, guys, if I tell you not to do something and you do it anyway, you're probably going to get a timeout. Hello, Jamie. That's this end of the field done. I hope I'm not destroying crop by doing this, but I should probably double check. I am not destroying crops, but there is a bit over this side of the field by the looks of it that is not seeded. Where are these not seeded bits? Oh! The giant swaths of not seeded bits. Which look hilariously small on the map, actually. What do I make of the Monaco Grand Prix? Snooze fest. Always is. Some people like to try their luck, yeah. You got terrain response. I mean, yeah, terrain response isn't... It's not the perfect mod, but it is a good approximation of, like, making tractors look like they're actually working a field as opposed to driving across this ridiculously flat, glassy material that somehow has grip. Crop destruction doesn't work until third growth stage. Ah, thank you, and I. But guys, if you are enjoying the stream, I'm gonna keep saying it, please do hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We're only 14 subscribers away from 8,000, even though we were 15 away earlier. So this stream has been a bit bad because we've lost subscribers. Because people seem to only subscribe to get the shout out and then they also have afterwards. So the question I have is, no, that grass isn't mowable yet. Did I say something other than 16 away from 8k? Did I say 14 or something? I might have said 14 or something. I might have said a bad number. I said 14. Of course I said 14. I saw the 4 and it got stuck in my head. Dave's maths. 98 equals 100. 8 equals 10. We are 16 away from 8,000. 10 people haven't liked the stream. Come on, you 10. Get a like. And we're aiming for 50 likes, as always. Back into the field with the Hastia for the last time in this set of seeding. We will have to do field 10 yet, or half of it. With this seeder as well. But we do have some other 31 likes in the minute. There's 41 watching? I'm seeing 46. Seeing 39. Wow, everything's disagreeing with itself today. GG YouTube viewer algorithms. I love how my number that I'm seeing is always different from what you guys see. I don't know why, but it is. Halfway to getting your dream job. Awesome, Paran. Watching number keeps jumping about all over the place. Yeah, that tends to happen. So, the real question is, do we have enough seeds? Like, of all the questions I have is, do we have enough seeds is the main one. From 41 to 46 and down to 30. That sounds about right for YouTube. YouTube, nothing ever makes sense on here. Just deal with it. Not updates every like 5 or 6 seconds, so it is gonna jump a bit when groups come and go, I guess. Whether it's a group of people watching on a TeamSpeak server or something, I don't know, or Discord, I guess. I don't know why I immediately jumped. TeamSpeak. Now comes the hard part in training. You mean the actual training we're on? So that's field 14 fully done. Fantastic. Next job is going to be field 15. Which is there a bit... I'll leave the little dots. Next job is field 15, which I'm going to do it with the 240. I think the 240 should have enough horsepower to do that. Just need to double check. The 240 has 47 horsepower. And the corn seeder requires 40. We can seed the 240. This is a genius idea, Dave. This isn't going to be bad at all. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to run off and just take a quick break. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm actually back. I can't believe I hit the stream ending button again. I do that way too often. Do that way too often. I need to move it to like a different screen entirely. Just so that I don't accidentally hit it midstream when I'm going AFK for a second. Second sitting there like that. .240 can be turned on. And the cultivator can hopefully fit into this gap. Without turning the fertilizer spreader. Oh dear. You have to move the cultivator to get the spreader, but it should be fine. Put those buttons further away from each other. I need to just swap them around, I think. Hello, Payne and Sons. If I swap them around, then I'm more likely to hit the BRB button by mistake, which is probably a better problem to have. Because where I'm sitting, I can't actually see the BRB button. So, like, if I'm ending the stream, I'll have to physically look to see where it is. Hope I'm doing well. I'm okay. So let's get wobble seating. Okay, maybe the 240 was a bad... Yeah, the 240 was a bad idea on this. We're gonna have to use the IHC. That's just not gonna work. I mean, at least the 240 is now fully fueled, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, I was running too marginal on horsepower. So let's get this into the field and get this going. Doing really well on time now, in terms of getting everything done. But bye-bye money. Yeah, this is why the game overrule doesn't come into effect until after the first harvest, because I knew this would happen where I'd end up going into negatives. I just hope it's not too negative. Using T7 with Lemkin 6-meter drill fertilizer. Jealous? No. I like using this equipment. Especially the wobble drill. At least it's not raining. I mean, it's cloudy and horrible, but it's not raining. So whoever's driving the 135 is at least dry. And hopefully has dried off since yesterday when he was out seeding, or ploughing in the rain forever. This isn't going much faster than the 240, is it? Also, this is going to be one hell of a corn harvest once we get around to it. Hello, Slants Plays. How are you doing today? About the same speed. I thought as much. And this is flat out. This is as fast as it goes. Does the drill wobble on cultivated ground? No, it's just on ploughed ground. It doesn't like the ploughed texture in thingy terrain response. Doesn't like responding to it, so it just does a wobble. I'm doing good, Slants. Thank you very much for asking. Good to hear you're doing good too. I'm making it silage. Not allowed to. It has to be silage bales. I mean, I guess technically, if I had the LT Master and had that kind of money, I could actually make corn silage. Now that I think about it, I could make corn silage bales, but I don't know if they're seasons friendly. But no, I am doing the... all of this is going to be harvested. I'm going to keep 50,000 litres for the pigs. The rest is all going to be sold off for monies, because I'm going to need the monies. I think I'm going to need about 30 to 40,000 minimum, just to keep everything going. So I'm going to try and hope that I can get about 100,000 worth of crop in. Set off about half of that. And if I can get 100,000 just out of the wheat and barley, I'm going to keep 50,000 litres of wheat, 50,000 of, 50,000 of barley, 50,000 of corn, and roughly 50,000 of potatoes as well. The price of corn, like compared to wheat or barley, it is lower. If memory serves. Let's have a look right now, because obviously demand changes throughout the year in seasons. Corn, 391. Oh, it's actually worth more than wheat or barley, so... I mean, 469 is the highest for corn right now. Highest for barley is 356. Highest for wheat is 387. So, I mean, it's not the worst crop I could grow. It is kind of a cash crop of sorts. It's just that it's a pain to grow and a pain to harvest. You know, it is slower than wheat or barley to harvest, just because the header's smaller. This song is atrocious. Why is this in a playlist at all, ever? That song actually gives me a headache when I hear it. Yeah, if you're enjoying, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, guys. We're aiming for 50 likes and 8,000 subscribers, even though we've not got anywhere close to that today. I was kind of secretly hoping maybe today we'd hit 50,000 or 8,000. 50,000. No. There's no way in hell would I hit 50,000 subscribers today. I was secretly hoping we'd hit 8k today. I'll be honest. We're not... 39 likes? Come on, guys. You can do better than that. What? I should mention as well, just as kind of a thing that should be noted. All three tractors I have are two-wheel drive. So I've got nothing that's gonna be four-wheel drive, so if there's particular problems with like a field where two-wheel drive doesn't work very well, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm just gonna have to deal with tractors slipping everywhere and tractors doing weird things. Because they're stuck two-wheel drive. There is no way I can get any of these four-wheel drive. Best case scenario here, by the way, is we actually make more than 50 silage bales. And we get 50 into storage in a shed up at the cows. Do I catch up with Sim's number of subs? Never. That is an impossibility. My hope is maybe catching up to Landy before one or both of us quit. But even that seems unlikely. You know, if I'm being honest, the sub goal is literally just be positive day after day. Don't lose subs, which sounds simple. Easier said than done. A lot easier said than done. So, the real question I have here is, how long is it going to take to seed this damn field? And I do apologize for, you know, the seeding spam. You do what you saw. You don't have to pay. Yellow Fred, how you doing today? Don't feel like you gotta sponsor me ever, guys. Or do anything financial. Why is the... Get forward, please. I was definitely hitting the throttle pedal because I don't have any foot on the brake at the moment. I just wasn't budging. That was different. We'll hopefully get this field done pretty quickly. This is slightly... was I in the right gear? Yes. For once. I'm hoping to get this field done fairly quick because this seeder is actually slightly wider than the Hassia. Now the issue is going to be field 10, which I am going to courseplay a seeding course in. Which is why I'm doing this field first. I actually want a courseplay seeder for the Hassia to do half the field, which means I'm going to potentially have to just set up a kind of a temp course to deal with that. Hey Oxy, how you doing? Your tractor would jam itself. Yeah, it's done that again. I hate when it does that. Just like jams into neutral and doesn't do anything. Doesn't even rev, which that's half the fun of being in neutral, is you can rev the crap out of it. I'm doing good, dude. Being a good girl and drinking my water. Not as much as I've been drinking throughout the week. Well, yesterday in particular, because it's not as warm and I don't feel like I need to drink as much water. I actually don't need to drink as much water. I must say, Oxy, Shamrock Valley is looking immense. It's looking like quite possibly the best farm sim map yet. You and Bill just keep outdoing each other constantly, which is really annoying for ranking who's the best. But really good for getting really good maps. Have I seen Scatterbrook? Yes! Oh my god, the farmyards are just beautiful. I've been kind of lurking and looking at the pictures and I've not seen a bad one yet. Yeah. Map 4 is directed by Frontier. Scatterbrook is one of the yards on Shamrock Valley Pane, and holy cow. That is going to be a monstrously popular map once it's out. Lone Oak, I think, is a bit touch and go because it's an American map, and people tend to not like American maps for some reason. You don't actively compete, but there's kind of a passive because you're both learning new things all the time, the maps just keep improving, and it looks from the outside like you're just constantly trying to one-up each other, and it's hilarious. Like it's fantastic from my point of view and the player's point of view. That the maps just keep getting better and better and better. Like Lone Oak is bringing map borders to a new level, kind of perfecting on the Oakfield model, and Shamrock Valley is basically just, I think it's fair to say, taking Sandy Bay out the back, shooting it in the head, and replacing it with a much better model. Because I think too many people... I don't think too many people would be all that upset if Sandy Bay... or that Sandy Bay is going away once they see Shamrock Valley for themselves. And once... I think that the real moment will be when they start playing it. So job hunting, yep. I will be until I get a job. Just give it to Landy, Oxy. Just tell him, oh, it's my new map, and just give him like this really horrifically badly converted Chellington. The laziest possible convert. I'm almost surprised you haven't like done that yet. Where you just do something intentionally horrific to annoy Landy. Does Landy not like challenging? No. Just explore the land, hand it over to Landy. Yeah. And just like seed one field into a troll face. So that he won't actually notice until he opens up the map. Has a look at it. These are the ideas I come up with. Like, I know I don't pull many pranks, but I just come up with so many ridiculous ideas for pranks. Say Shamrock, oh my god. Oh, that would be too good. Just tell him it's like a special first look at your new map. New unannounced map, special first look from Landykid, and it's just Chellington. You have to open it, yeah. Tell him that the first time he opens it has to be on stream. Oh dear, I've hurt myself now. My cheeks hurt. It sounds evil. It's just a prank, bro. But not one of these slapping people in the faces prank. It's something funny that will make him laugh prank. Make everybody laugh, actually. Oh dear. This seating is... The tractor's stuck in neutral again. Why does it do that? Am I gonna have to blip every time I shift? Yes, I am, in a tractor. Yeah, we're going neutral money-wise. So, we start off with 15,000. This is going to be a good idea to work out exactly how much all the field work is going to cost. So this is a good, in another way, a good thing. Because we're not going to be able to buy fields in between this and the harvest anyway. And even after the next harvest. Does Landy like Challenging? No. He thinks it's Oxy's worst map, and it kind of is, because it was Oxy's first map, and you know, learning experiences and whatnot come into play. So my character got a union lunch break. Nope. 9 to 5 straight through. He brings the sandwiches with him in the morning. He eats in the cab. Just George Saunders plays it. Yeah. Plays it offline all the time. I can guarantee you personally, he does not even touch Farm Sim offline. Unless he's got something that he wants to look at in-game, or some off-camera work that he absolutely has to do, he will not touch Farm Sim if he's not recording or streaming it. And I'm much the same. I just can't deal with Farm Sim in general. Outside of streams and videos. You don't know what's this like about Challengton? And this is gonna be a bit mean toward Oxy, but it's true. We've got so used to how good Oxy is now that Challengton just seems like a steaming pile of manure in the corner. Looking at it through the perspective that's looked at Sandy Bay, that's looked at Thornton, that's looked at Oakfield afterwards, and seen how far Oxy's come, looking at Challengton now is painful in a way. It's still a good map by any standards, but the viewpoint has changed. Because we're looking at it from the viewpoint of, this is what Oxy can do, this is what he used to do when he was learning. It's so different. That it's almost as if a different mapper made it. And the same with Bullet Bill, you know. Once you guys see Lone Oak, you'll see Coldborough Park Farm in a very different light. And I'm really glad as a result that he is planning on remaking Coldborough from scratch in FS19. Hello, Glengar. Were you working today by any chance? Because CD was looking for you. It's starting to make you rethink on releasing one. Well, no, people who are just starting off on mapping tend to get a lot more leeway. Like, if we know it's somebody's first map, or if they're new, or if... Like, we'll generally have, like, a certain criteria of, these are the basics that we look for in a map. And then after that, it's like, how far above and beyond these basics did this person go? And what has this person released in the past? If it's nothing, then we'll just look at the basics and see how far they've gone above and beyond. Or how well they've done the basics even. Because, like, I've seen plenty of maps that were from people making a map for the first time. Playing a bit of Farm Sim, amazing, Glengar. I've seen plenty of maps from people making a map for the first time that just were basic, but they did the basics well, and that's a really good grounding in map making. Is just, you know, you don't have to make the West Coast immediately or an Oakfield immediately. You don't have to do that. You just have to make a basic map, but do it well, and get yourself grounded in the basics, and you can go from there. He actually was Glengar, I'm not kidding. So while like people like me and Landy will be very harsh with maps by Bullet Bill, Nathan, Lancy, Oxy, people who we know, even Dusty Dave, we're very harsh and critical with them. It's because we know what they can do. And you might notice that we have slightly different criteria for every mapper. Like, we'll know what their styles are and what to expect from them. Like, we know Lancy is really good at making terrain, but kind of struggles a bit with the more technical side, so we'll look at the terrain a lot more harshly and try and figure out what's this is going to sound a bit mean, but I mean it in the best possible way. Try and figure out what's wrong on the technical side, so we can at least tell them, okay, this is what the problem is, here's how to fix it. You know, this is where you need to get to with this. This is where you need to fix that. This is, you know, XYZ and that sort of stuff. With Oxy and Bill, we can basically be harsh with everything. If something's even slightly wrong, we'll usually say, ooh, that's not good. With Dusty Dave, he kind of struggles. Dusty Dave struggles a bit with terrain, I've noticed. He struggles. This is my viewpoint. He's like really good with the technical side of things. Triggers are usually perfect. Scripts are usually really nice. Is Laundry Kid streaming? I don't know. Hello, Million Jester. But Dusty Dave tends to struggle making engaging terrain. Now he nailed it on Ventonwin. It looks like his new map is going to be another nailed it moment, if he gives it the time and attention it deserves. But you know, that's his weakness in mapping. Is this still working on Ventonwin? No, he has actually postponed Ventonwin to FS19, and hopefully I'm gonna actually have a word with him at some point. Hopefully he's gonna start it basically from scratch instead of trying to convert it over, because it's gonna cause problems. Dusty Dave and Lancy should merge forces. I don't know, honestly. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, with like 2 mappers working on one map. Because you can get a clash of styles there as well. Like if Bill and Oxy worked on a map, it'll probably come out fairly well because their styles are reasonably similar. But Dusty and Lancy make 2 very different styles of maps. Lancy likes going kind of grungy with maps, and Dusty keeps it a bit cleaner, but a bit more new school and clean and tidy. Yeah, Lancy goes for the grungy Nazo style of map. Dusty Dave goes for a much cleaner look to the maps, more like West Coast, Thornton kind of general maps. I'm not your dad, William, but hi. Yeah, Chris is AFK today. He's at Gamerfest. Black Sheep and Mapper's Paradise should team up. I don't know if they'd work well together. There's a lot of very strong personalities in those two teams, and I don't think they'd work. I mean, Rusty, like dirty. No, dirty's a good word. Like, they look dirty and unkempt, Lancey's maps. That's not an insult, that's the way I feel they look. I should have 1 million subs. I disagree, mainly because I couldn't deal with 1 million subs. I couldn't deal with having to actually employ staff and stuff. Like, I kind of like being a solo dude who accidentally keeps hitting the end screen when I'm going AFK, which I need to just swap them around. Which will solve the end screen midstream problem. You don't want? I wouldn't want 1 million subs. I deal with 100k because that would mean I get a nice silver play button. But FSI and ARM team. Again, no, because those teams just. Again, it's completely different styles of mapping. 100k, 300k even would be good. Like, as long as I could keep a community going, and you can keep a community going at 1 million subs, in theory, but you'd basically need to have a community manager. Lance's maps remind you of Irish farmers, the way they're untidy. Yeah, I mean, it's a grungy look. It's why people like them. It's why people like Knaveswell. I always felt like, and I've been very honest about this, I always felt like Knaveswell wasn't very well put together. But it had the look that people wanted. It had the very grungy, dirty, filthy, rusty look. I'd be streaming with like 30,000 watching. Yeah, and what I could do is I could put the stream, and this would be my plan if I had like 30,000 people watching and chat was impossible to keep track of. I would unfortunately put a paywall on talking and make it sponsor only mode, because there'd be no other way around it. I could mod certain people that was say in the Discord or whatever I found were good and trustworthy, but it would be kind of sponsor only mode for general chat, because I wouldn't be able to keep up. That said, that had never happened, so that's all just a in theory kind of thing. You know, a mapper that should be run off the earth. You're not gonna say names here, you like these streams. There's a few modders that maybe could behave better and could make better mods, but the only way they're gonna do that is if you talk to them and you tell them what you feel they could improve on. Now, it does help if you know what you're talking about. Like, that's why I tend not to criticize, vehicles and equipment so much, because I'm not into that side of modding myself. But maps, I will actively approach mappers and say, hey. Well, I won't actively approach them, but if I get them in, I'll say, hey, you could do this, and it would make things a lot better. And it's just good. It just, make life easier, I guess. It definitely makes life easier if you tell modders what you know, where you think, if you know what you're talking about, what you think their weaknesses are. But if you're very nice about it, you don't just say, "Hey, dude, you suck at this." You know, it's a case of, "Hey, I really like this, this, and this, but I feel like this is a bit of a weakness. If you did it this way, or if you did this with it, it might be better." Basically, look at the old stream archives of when I was working on Danesk, and look at how Bullet Bill was telling me how to do things. Because he was giving very constructive feedback and kind of tutorializing mapping as I was going along, and telling people little tricks and tips on how to get maps looking better and put together faster. He's the kind of person you'd listen to because you know he's one of the best mappers, and Oxy's done the same. Have I done much with my... Yeah, I've given up on it, Pain. I don't have the time to work on it. I'll work on a map that's a lot smaller for FS19. I'll get it together a lot faster. Because I now know little tips and tricks from Bullet Bill and Oxy and all the mappers that I know, which is a really nice place to start kind of learn mapping from, is like knowing some of the top guys and getting tips and tricks from them. As well as going out and doing your own research. You know, don't come to mappers who are doing it as a hobby and ask them, how do you start a map? Or where do you get a flat map from? That's stuff you can Google. The very basics you can Google. If there's really intricate questions, or you're coming up with an error that you can't figure out, then you can go, hey, I'm getting this error. I have no idea what's causing it. You know, I've looked it up, and I just can't find anything. Landy is going live, okay. I just can't find anything that'll solve it or what's causing it, and then you'll probably get a bit of help. But if it's a silly question you could easily Google, then yeah. You're probably just going to get told to Google it. If you get told anything at all. He's not going to Pain. Landy's not live right now, Farming Man, but he's clearly just told Dan that he's going to go live. Thank you, Faye. I was going to do that myself after the stream, but you just saved me a job. So tomorrow's stream will be Sandy Bay Challenge, where it's gonna be a money day. It's gonna be like, we've got the 390T on Sandy Bay. That's down at the BGA. That's gonna be running on courseplay. That's gonna be making money. We've effectively kind of got that challenge won, because that money is gonna go into new vehicles and equipment that'll make things a lot faster to get around. And it's just gonna change things up for the better there. Make it so that we can get things done in a much more timely manner. This series, the Insanity series, will be back on Monday. And we'll basically continue on. Spam video. The video will be yesterday's VOD, Glengar. But sure. I'm taking a bit of a break from videos, just so I have time to do my own little thing. Plus, I don't want to just spam Meadowgrove constantly. I want to kind of find a second map for videos so that I can at least alternate. Cold Brew Realistic will be back soon. I need to actually do some off-camera work there, but kind of focusing on iRacing stuff and chill stuff at the moment. Just to get myself into the good headspace for prolonged periods. But positive notes. I am getting up earlier in the day. I was up at 11 o'clock this morning. Which means that in theory I can actually record before streams, which is perfect. Except for next week when my sister's on night shifts and everything's going to go to pot. But that is going to do it for today, guys. That's going to do it for today's stream. Landy will be live shortly, so you can either watch yesterday's VOD or whatever video Glengar decides to throw in. Or you can go over and shout at Landy. Yes, I am Glengar. You can go shout at Landy to hurry up. One of the two. Don't shout at Landy to hurry up, by the way. You can go now, Landy, or watch yesterday's VOD. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17's Insanity Challenge. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe, and this time it is actually going to the end screen. Goodbye.